How about a little mic check there, guys? You hear me? Awesome. What's going on? What's going on? How's everyone doing today? 3:30 p.m. market's still open. Let's go ahead and take a little look, see what's going on out there. All right, so Facebook moving higher here. Another successful test of that 200-day moving average. I did add this morning to Facebook. I got about somewhere around the neighborhood about 50% of my desired size on this. So hopefully I'll get a chance to keep adding to it. Oh, what we're going to do here today is we're going to talk a little bit about what Fed Chair Jerome Powell said today. And we're going to go ahead and take a look at the SPY, some of these tickers, what we traded today, and also a little Q&A. So let's kick it off with that, guys. Let's do a little Q&A. Any questions, throw them up in chat there. I'll be happy to come around and answer them for you. In the meanwhile, let me get you a link so you can come join us in the Discord. There you go, free Discord. Yo, Umberto, what's up, man? How those swing trades coming along? OPEN, open? I'm guessing on the weekly. I mean, it's definitely possible. I'd like to see it get back up here towards 30 and maybe do the cup and handle there. Kind of do one of these. Boom. And then give us a handle. Nice. Good stuff. Fed's kidding the shorts, huh? The Fed's kidding. Oh my God. We knew this was going to happen. We talked about it in chat. We talked about it in chat. We said if the Fed comes out, says that they're going to start tapering, and it's a slow taper, markets go to new all-time highs. Bang, there you go. New all-time highs. You know? I mean, we knew that was probably going to be what would happen here. What is it that you say, Umberto? How does the SPY do? SPY only goes up, right? Yeah, man, had a great day in chat today. IRTC, we nailed a banger there. Then we nailed a PTPI. So two solid good trades here for me today in chat. Show you guys really quickly, and then we'll go over those later. Here you go. Boom, boom, boom. Where is it? Here you go. Long. This was ITRC 110.30. Stop back inside the flag. Taking some profits. 112, 113, 22, 114, 32. Flat 117 from 110.30. Then we hit PTPI in at 306. Some off at 320, 344, 358, 370, flat 343. We'll go over some of those later on in the stream here, in the live stream. SPY only goes to the moon. Yes, it does, man. That thing is insane. Look at that move on the SPY. That's ridiculous. I can't wait for tomorrow. See what it's like. Maybe we'll get some good day trades on it, some calls. Let's check in on Tesla real quick here. Yeah, Tesla followed suit again. Bang. What a crazy move on Tesla here. Let's see if it starts to flag. I hope it doesn't go crazy. I want to see if Tesla can flag here on the daily chart. That would be great, right? That'd be great. A little flag there on the daily chart. So let's hope it calms down. Like, calm down, Tesla. You know, come on back down. Chill, relax a little bit. Don't get too crazy. Facebook this morning, I added to Facebook in here at 325. I want to say 325.17 or 325.30 something. In that 325 range, I added to the position. I really was hoping I'd get more size down there, but I might have gotten a little picky. Either way, I'll still add around that 330 if I need to on pullbacks. You know, I think Facebook is Facebook's not going anywhere. This is a longer term swing trade for me, so you know, I might take some off in this 350 range, and then I'll probably take off another chunk up here, and then I'm going to hold on to about a quarter and just stash it away in my long-term stuff, and I'll add to it throughout the years and just hold on to that for years to come. I think they're going to do something crazy. I don't know. It's just, I think they're going to do something crazy with that metaverse stuff, and man, you know, right now, metaverse talk, my money's on Facebook. I don't know about you guys. What are you guys looking at for metaverse stocks? Like, what are your thoughts for metaverse stocks? Rivian, what's the ticker symbol for that? Or is it not out yet? It's out because I know it's IPOing, right? Let me take a look here. Your number 6 IPO valuation. Well, they're not even out yet. They're seeking for an IPO. Seem to have a valuation in the low 60s billion range. You know, for me, I don't buy IPOs right out the gates for long term. You know, maybe I'll try to day trade it or something, but I don't really buy those for the long term. I don't really buy like IPOs for the long term right on the IPO day. The last time I ever did that was Facebook when it IPO'd, and I'll never forget it. I was driving down the highway here in South Florida. Facebook IPO'd. I opened up my phone. I logged into the Scottrade app. I want to say that's how I went down, unless I did it at home, but I'm pretty sure I was on the highway and I logged into the Scottrade app and I placed my order. I don't even remember how many shares I bought. All I know is that I do remember getting in there. I want to say somewhere in the $30 range. That's what I want to say. It's been years, and I don't know, like a few weeks or a few months later, I sold out of all of it except one share. I still have that one share. when TD Ameritrade bought out Scottrade, you know, my account's transferred over, and I have my one share there. It's crazy. I mean, now I have more because I'm buying Facebook as of that drop there. But yeah, so I don't really buy IPOs for long-term investing on the IPO day. I wait. I just let it open up. I wait and see what those lockouts are going to look like. I don't mind buying a little bit higher, because if I'm buying it for a long-term investment, it doesn't matter whether I'm buying it, like let's say Palantir, for example. I'm in PLTR. You remember that? I'm in PLTR. I have Palantir. I have Palantir across 3 different accounts: my retirement account, my wife's retirement account, and my taxable account. And my cost average on that overall is about a little bit over $20. On one account, my cost average is about $25. So Palantir came out, you know, on that initial public offering, or that SPAC that they had done. They went ahead and they came out at $9 and change, I want to say, and I waited. And I ended up buying it higher, but I don't care, because ultimately, you know, 10 years from now, I think Palantir is $200-300 stock. So, man, that Facebook is just tearing it up, huh? I hope tomorrow gives me another opportunity to buy. I don't want it to go to like 350 before I have my full size. Just need a little bit more, Facebook. Ugh. Just need a little bit more. That this market is just tearing it up, man. Guys, remember you can join the free Discord right there. You can come join us. We got a nice little community of traders there, bouncing ideas off of each other. I go live every single day, share my screen. I'm actually live on there right now, and my screen share is going on. But yeah, make sure you swing on by and join the Discord. There is free chat Mondays as well on there, where you'll have access to the live stream on Mondays for free. But yeah, guys, we're going to do that. We're going to talk a little bit about the SPY. We'll talk a little bit about Jerome Powell, what he said today, and do a little Q&A. So, you know, we've been here for a few minutes now. I've rambled a little bit about some of this. But if you guys, let's open the floor to a Q&A. You know, any questions? How to trade a cup and handle, how to trade a double bottom, how to trade a bull flag, you know, the difference between trading small caps to large caps, whatever you got. Who's that? What business, Umberto? Which one is that one? What time is it? 3:43. 3:43, and Facebook's there at all new highs here on the day. All right, guys. So today, Fed Chair Jerome Powell came out and said they're going to start tapering. They're going to start tapering in December. They're going to start tapering at $15 billion, you know, a month there. So that's actually great. You know, we talked about it in the last live stream on Monday. We did a live stream on Monday at night, and we talked about this. We talked about either we're going to do a slow, methodical taper, a quick taper, or no taper, and then we're going to be like, you know, we're going to hold off on a little bit longer. And we said that if they did a quick taper, market wasn't going to like that. And why would it like that? You know, it's kind of like when you have a Band-Aid and you just rip that thing off and it hurts. Well, that's what that would have been like. You know, it would have been painful, right? But if you kind of like numb the area and then you take the Band-Aid off slowly, it doesn't hurt that bad, right? That's exactly what they're doing with that $15 billion taper. Of course. Of course, Facebook Metaverse Business Money. Hell yeah, that's... Yeah, they changed the name, but you know, they're not going to change the name on Facebook from one day to the next over that. That's been something that's been in the works for some time. The question could be whether or not they kind of accelerated how quickly they announced it in order to get, you know, people's minds off of the regulatory stuff and the whistleblowing stuff. But yeah, there's no way that they just busted out with that, just made it up in one, like they were at lunch and they were like, I don't know, guys, let's talk about Metaverse. You know, I don't think they did that. I would not think that. I think that's something that they've been working on. You got to understand, they acquired Oculus, you know, years ago already, and that's VR. So you could see like the train of thought going and then working on it. The only thing I could imagine is that maybe they accelerated the announcement a little bit for that. Smart. Instagram. So yeah, with the $15 billion, you know, that they've announced now that they're going to start tapering, I think that's great. It's like we said it this morning in pre-market in chat when I was live on the mic. I told everybody, guys, around 2 p.m. they're going to come out. If they taper slowly, we're going to see markets new all-time highs. Spot. Boom. I mean, that's just what it is, you know. That's just what it is, and you can't really fault it because you knew that would be coming, and if I wasn't getting ready for the live at that time, I would have gone after calls. But hopefully tomorrow we get a shot at some calls. You know, I mean, I don't think we pull all the way back down here to 420, 462. But definitely tomorrow I'll be looking at some calls on the SPY for day trades. But here, in the meanwhile, let's go ahead and take a look at one of my favorite trades of the day. Let's see here. So one of my favorite trades this morning was on PTPI. Leon asks, do you recommend a 5-minute breakout strategy in momentum stocks for beginners? I do not recommend breakouts, period. Okay, it's very rare when I take a breakout trade, and it's generally on a U-shaped pattern through VWAP. Outside of that, I rarely ever take any breakouts. Yeah, so I don't recommend breakout trades, period. Okay, I recommend, especially for a newer trader, buying pullbacks into support zones, and that's what I'm going to show you right here. What we did today in chat, we caught that move right there. We caught that move right there, pull back into support, and I'll show you really quickly here. Another thing that I recommend new traders is to trade in a simulator. Trade in a simulator until you're practiced up, until you've shown that you can be consistently profitable. So I'm going to show you this little trade here. Let's kind of scroll back in time. There we go. Okay, so you get the break. What is with buy the dip? Like, you're asking me, what does buy the dip mean? Buy the stock when it's pulling back. So for example, this morning we had PTPI, nice push up. I missed this first pullback right here. I missed that first pullback right there. But then we had a nice break of VWAP right in here. We had this candle. These are 3-minute candles, by the way. Breaks through VWAP. Nice, very nice increase in volume. Very nice increase in volume right there on that breakthrough VWAP. So I got on the microphone and I told everyone in chat, guys, I'm going to be watching PTPI for a pullback into VWAP again. Now, this is an important level because it was a 280 level on the daily chart. And guys, if this sounds like all crazy, like, you know, different language to you, don't worry about it, because you can always get into the courses and learn everything in detail. Here's a link. You can sign up for the yearly program and get into all the courses. So right here we had that little pullback into VWAP, and right in there I went ahead and got long at 306. Okay, I got long at right in here. I got long at 306 when we stuck that VWAP support. I'll zoom in a little bit more so it's a little bit more clear. There you go. So right in that candle we pulled back and we stuck that VWAP and that 9 EMA, and boom, right there I got long. And then, you know, we identified a little resistance here at 325. So right on this candle here, I took a piece of profit off at 320. right there in front of that resistance zone, okay? And then you see how the volume starts to pick back up? See how the volume starts to pick back up? We get that nice push up here in front of the high day. I take more profit off just in case we double top. So I took some profits off there. Let me get my trades. In at 306, stop 290 area, took some profits 320, took more off 344. Then I take more off buys at 358. And then I took more off at 370. Okay. Right there at 370. And then I held on to a small piece to see if we can get up here towards 4, but we did not get up there. So I held on to that piece and then I stopped out of it. When we came back down and broke down underneath 340, so right in here I got flat at 343. Okay, so that's one way to trade. See, it's not buying a breakout. I bought a pullback into a support level. Exactly, Leon, you got it. That's it right there. You're buying stocks. You're buying stocks at a support level. At a support level, looking to trade a pattern. That's all it is to it. Okay? Now, you always want to make sure that you're analyzing your volume, that you have your daily levels picked out, and you got to be aware of all that. Otherwise, you can be buying, you know, a level that might not hold, or a level just above it that's resistance that might hold it down. So I always want to make sure that you get your confirmations, that you get your, you know, levels pre-mapped out. Like all these take profits, I had them mapped out right before I even entered the trade. Okay, we mapped them out in the daily chart. So yeah, that's exactly what you want to do. As far as I'm concerned, I don't recommend new traders buy breakouts. Look at this is a great example right here. Okay, let's say you waited to buy the high day break, like some people teach on YouTube, and you would have bought here at 325. It shot up to 350 really quickly, and it came all the way back down to 267, 270. You know, that's wild. That's wild. If you're not seasoned enough, you're not gonna, you know, it's not gonna work out well for you. I don't like to buy breakouts. I don't buy breakouts. You know, I don't buy breakouts. The most that I'll buy is a VWAP break. And I have done those here in chat. And usually I do them on larger stocks like Tesla. So yeah, usually that's what I do. You guys got any more questions there? Otherwise, we can move on to some tickers if you want me to look at them for you. So if you got any tickers, throw them up in chat. I'll be happy to look at them for you. Let's see, I've traded about 3 months and I don't struggle with the entry, but with the exit. So you struggle trying to know when to sell. Remember, when you enter a trade, you should be entering a trade with a trade plan already in mind. Okay? Before you hit the buy button, you must know, obviously, where you want to enter, where your stop loss is, extremely important, and where your take profits are. Okay? And I always say, don't hold on to your entire position looking to just bang out a grand slam. That's not our job. Our jobs as traders to identify opportunity, manage risk, and get paid along the way. All right. So if you're in a trade, you should already know where your take profit zones are. I'll show you on PTPI here. Okay. So I'm in PTPI. I know where my stop is at. My stop is right down here in this 280 zone. Okay, 280 to 290 zone. That's my stop. Why? Because it's support on the daily chart. Alrighty. So I'm in there from 3 and change. I know 320s is holding it up a little bit, and I can see a little bit of resistance here. So guess what? 320, it's going to be a profit target. And then I see some past resistance here on this daily chart where? At 350. So guess what? In front of 350, I will take some profit off, right? And then I notice that we have a little bit more resistance where? Right up here in this 370 zone. You see these past wicks? Boom. And boom. So guess what? In the 370s, I'm looking to take some profits. That's why I actually took profit today at 370. Look, I'll show you really quickly here. Long, nope, here we go. Long PTPI, 306, stop 290 area, 320, 344, 358, 370s were my takes, and 343, my last take. Okay, so that's, the moment I was in that trade, I already knew these were my take profits because I had already made my trade plan based off of the daily chart. I had already gotten my trade idea based off of the daily chart. So you got to trade it in that fashion, and you can't let greed take over. Correct. And the intraday. And the intraday, you got to remember, this 350, yes, it coincided with a daily chart level, but even if it didn't, if I bought the stock here, my first take profit is going to be up here. For the most part, at the minimum, my first take profit is going to be up here in front of that level, because you never really know when you're going to tap that level and come right back down and double top. And the last thing you want to do is get caught up in a double top. These are the types of things that I go over in chat every single day, guys. In the morning, we do our pre-market analysis, then we live trade, okay? I'm on the mic telling the team exactly what I'm looking at, what I'm looking for before I even enter the position, right? Live trading. Then after live trading is over, before lunch, I go into a live recap, and every single day we go into a minimum of one daily live lesson, at least one. There's some days where we do two, and there's some days where we might even do three. Okay, today we only did one live lesson in the morning after the live recap. So this is constant. All right, this is constant. So that's why I'm always telling you guys, you know, join up. You know, it doesn't take much. At a minimum, we have two different types of tiers. We have the 30-day, month to month, where you just join the Discord, which gives you access to the live trading and the live recaps and the live lessons every single day. And then you have the yearly. The yearly gives you access, the yearly plan gives you access to all the courses, the video lesson library with over 200 videos. We're fast approaching close to 300 videos and stuff like that. We have the dashboard with an infinite amount of resources. Oh no, it's my pleasure, Leon. Totally my pleasure, bud. Totally my pleasure. When I first started trading, there was so much disinformation out there. People just giving so much bad information. And, you know, it is really why I started the YouTube channel initially years ago, because I wanted to get some good information out there, with sound teachings, and not just like, oh yeah, buy the breakout or some garbage. Man, there's so much stuff on YouTube. I try not to get caught up on it and talk about it too much, because I get mad just thinking about it sometimes. There's a lot of people out there taking advantages of a bunch of new traders, and it sucks. It really is. It really does. So it's totally my pleasure, bud. So guys, the bell's about to ring. PTPI selling off here, going into the bell. Let's take a look at the SPY, and let's try to see what we might want to look for tomorrow. I think tomorrow, I don't know, maybe we got a gap up on the SPY and it's crazy and got to find mid-gap support. But if tomorrow the SPY can find its way, yeah, man, if the SPY can somehow find its way back down here, 427, 426 and change, I'll definitely be looking for possibly calls for a day trade on it. Tesla, I've traded Tesla extremely well since last year. To see it up here now, I don't want to see that. I really was hoping Tesla would give us a bull flag formation here on the daily, and it looks like we've broken out of that flag. Looks like we've broken out of that flag, and I kind of hate it for it. Let me see here. High was 1209.75. Yeah, new all-time highs on Tesla. So it's broken out of the flag early. I was really hoping that it would flag on the daily. That would have been great. That would have been great on Tesla. But, I mean, the other day, guys, we nailed... Okay, I'll show you. We nailed this gap up in chat on a swing trade on Tesla for over 110% gain. For over 110% gain. That was great. That was great. Give me 1 second here, guys. The mic got turned off. Sorry about that, guys. I'm back now. All right, so yeah, we nailed that on a really nice trade in chat. Over 110% gain on some call options. That was a banger. That was a fun one. That was a fun one. I know Umberto, I don't know if he's still around here, but he's our swing trade moderator, and he was like, bro, that was a good trade. We nailed that one in chat. I haven't traded Tesla again since. I tried to trade it that same day again after I closed out the swing with some puts, but I lost, I think it was like $1 and change a contract on that one, so it was a small L on it. Still, great day. That's the day that BTTX was going crazy. We traded BTTX in chat as well. We nailed a good one. Let's see here. All right, guys, so 4 o'clock here. We already kind of know what the plan is for the SPY tomorrow, what I'm looking for. You know, I'm going to be looking for this 462, 460, like 460, sorry, yeah, 462 to 463 zone. See if that holds support. That'll be the level I'll be eyeing on the SPY for tomorrow. Very simple, straightforward. Friday we have job reports, I believe, so you know I don't want to hold any SPY for an overnight swing for Friday, so it'll be strictly a day trade. How long do you be in a trade normally? How long am I in a trade normally? Well, it depends. I'll give you an example. I'm gonna, you know what, I'm gonna show you both of my trades today. IRTC, this was one of my trades today. Oh wow, nice push end the day there on it. So this was one of my trades today on in chat. I got in IRTC, and I actually have a video going in detail on this one on YouTube right now. You can watch it later if you like. So I'm just going to show you really quickly. I got it in IRTC on this candle, okay, and I was flat. I took profits along the way, but I was flat up here at 117 and change. And these are 3-minute candles. So I was in this trade at most 6 minutes, at most, okay? And I don't think it was that long. Now, typically, my trades would be 10 minutes to a little bit more, okay? The next one was PTPI. PTPI, that one took longer. Why? Because check it out. My entry was in this candle right here, and these are 3-minute candles. Okay, and this was at 10:30 a.m. and I did not get flat. I mean, I took profits along the way, as you already know, right? I took profits along the way. Best take was up here at 370, but I didn't get flat until in here at 340s when we came back down. So that's entry at 10:30 a.m. You know what? As a matter of fact, here are my alerts in the Discord. So I got long at 10:28 a.m. and I got flat at 11:11 a.m. So I was in that trade for a long time. So you know, this is a more typical trade for me for the most part, especially later in the morning. Another thing is the bell rings and I don't jump in trades. Like the bell rings, it's 9:30 and people are putting out alerts and all the craziness. I don't do that. I wait for patterns to develop. So that typically takes at least 15 minutes. My first trade today, let me see here. first trade today was at 9:46 a.m. Typically speaking, my first trades are 9:40, 9:45, 9:50. So my first trade today was 9:46 a.m. and my trade after that was at 10:28 a.m. Okay, that was my next trade there. Let's see here. So yeah, that was it right there, guys. All right, guys, so it's 4:05 p.m. here, and we've gone over PTPI, we went over the SPY, we went over a little bit about Facebook, and that's just like a long-term thing for me. It's a long-term swing, and my plan on that is some take profits that I want to do along the way, and then I'm going to leave a portion of that position, probably about 25% of that position for a long-term hold where I'll add sporadically. But that's about it, guys. You know, like that's what we do every day in the morning as well. We do the pre-market game plan together in chat. We trade together until about 11:30. Then we go into recaps, lessons. Then we break off into lunch. Then I get back on the microphone at 2 p.m. and we go over the afternoon scans. I don't trade pre-market and after hours. I mean, it's rare. The last time I took a pre-market trade has probably been a few months. It doesn't mean I won't buy something for a swing or for maybe I get a dip on something I'm looking for. Like when I entered Facebook recently, last week, I entered Facebook, my starter position, I entered it after hours. But as far as actively day trading in pre-market or after hours, it's rare. It's rare. It happens, but it's very, very rare. There'll be people out there who will tell you, oh, well, yeah, you know what? I don't like to trade when there's a lot of volume. I'm the opposite. I want to trade when there's a lot of volume. I want to see volume in the stock. And typically, you know, the volume you see in pre-market or in after hours is very small comparable to the volume during regular market hours. These are all great questions, Leon. You should consider joining at least even the 30-day trial. The 30-day trial right there. Look, I put the link there for you. Yeah, because Aura, you're playing against the grain. The trend is your friend. There's no reason for the VIX to be high. There's no reason. We just made new all-time highs today. We made new history. There's some people who like to be contrarian. I'm not a contrarian trader. It's rare that you see me short a gap up. It's rare. It might happen with Tesla for me in the future here as I wait for a blow off top on Tesla to occur. Okay? But it's rare. I'm a trend trader, meaning if I get a gap up on a stock and I like it for a trade, I'm looking at it for the long side. If I get a gap down on a stock and I like it for a trade, I'm looking at it for the short side. So, like, I would not be looking at the VIX. There's no reason for me to. There's none. However, back in September, you can ask the people in the chat room. Okay, we destroyed it on SPY put option day, on SPY put option trades, day in and day out for like almost a whole month. It felt like, because why? Well, we were dumping back then. You know. So I'm a trend trader. Yeah, there you go. The trend is your friend. I mean, it rhymes for a reason. But yeah. Remember, our job as traders is, like I said, identify opportunity. Okay? Identify opportunity, manage risk, and collect profits. One life, one chance. Thank you, man. Thank you. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's often a lot of people's biggest error, honestly speaking. It's going against the trend. Why? Because let's use Tesla. If Tesla's at $1,200, the puts are super cheap, comparable to the calls. So they think they're gonna get that deal and buy the puts. I'm not gonna fight against the trend. I'm not gonna fight against the trend. I don't know if any of you are into swimming or diving or anything like that. If you watch some of my recaps over the summer, I was down in the Keys. I have an investment property down there, and we spent a good portion of the summer down there. I got my boat on the dock on the lift there, and and Jonal, which is the site admin at the daytraderchatroom.com, he's in here. He likes it as well to go spearfishing, right? We like to go spearfishing. I like to fish normal, like rod and reel, but I also like spearfishing. The worst thing that I can ever do as a spearfisherman is, sometimes you got to do it because there's no other way around it, is swim against the current. Tires you out. Trading against the current, not recommended. Roger that, Leon. No worries, man. You join on here on YouTube. I'm always posting tons of content. Always posting tons of content. All right, guys. So what I'll do here is, we already went over, like I said, the SPY, the Fed news, some of today's trades. The rest of them, you can find them on my channel here with recaps. So the only other thing here is just, answer a few questions from you guys, and then we're going to call it a day. It's tricky trying to anticipate market moves. That's why we don't want to anticipate. We want to react. We want to react to the moves. I try not to anticipate moves. I try to react to moves. So like, look, for example, and I set my plans in motion the day before. We're here, all of us together. I just told you what my SPY idea is for tomorrow. If I get it, pull back into this zone. If I get a pull back into this zone tomorrow, I might look for calls for a bounce. On Tesla, I will be watching tomorrow as well. On Tesla tomorrow, what level will I be watching? Let's go over here to the hourly chart, make it a little bit easier. I'll be watching for a break and hold, if we're back under it, of that like 1211, 1210 area. If we hold that area, I'll look for calls. And then I'll be watching the small caps, and I'll trade a small cap accordingly, like PTPI. I traded this one today, like I said, based off of this break here. Break and hold the VWAP, and we ran it, and we're able to book some really nice gains along the way, all throughout that push. And then I got stopped out the remainder down here. But that's reacting to it, not anticipating. Notice how it pulled back underneath all the support zones. I reacted to it reclaiming the support zone. I reacted to that, Let me see here. Hey guys, remember, you can join the free Discord as well. Link there in the chat. You can come join us there on the free Discord as well. This fat B was insane today. But look at that. This, like, people will be like, oh my God, I could have made so much money. This was untradeable. This was untradeable. It spent more time halted than actually trading. And then the volume was super light. Super light. That's another topic, FOMO. You can't be given into FOMO. You can't be given into FOMO. You gotta let your mind work like in a clean thought process. I actually talked to the group today and chat about this live in the moment. Why? Because we were talking about PTPI when it was right here. Right in here. And I was telling everybody that I was looking for a pullback into this zone here at 290s, $3 to get long. And I was actually typing up the alert. And as I typed it up, it went without me and I couldn't get in. So I got on the mic. I was like, guys, I'm not going to FOMO into this up here. I'm not going to FOMO into it. I'm going to wait for a pullback and I'm going to wait for a setup that I can trade. And we got it and we grabbed a really nice trade on it. But you can't be given into FOMO. You got to know. You got to know that you got to fight that. Let me see. All right, guys. So if you don't have any more questions, you know, I'm going to get going here. But if you have some questions, throw them up in chat. I'll give you a few more minutes to come up with them. If not, we'll cut it short here. And I'll invite you to watch the recap that I posted up on YouTube already. It's in here on my channel under videos. And obviously you already have the free Discord there in chat that you can click and join. You can ask me questions there as well as all the other traders. We just started this Discord, what, about a week ago, Jono? And we're closing in on what, like, I don't even know. Bunch of people. How many people do we got in here, man? We got a lot of members. We got like 100 and something members, and we just started this Discord last week. Yeah, right? And we just started this Discord last week. You know what? On my phone, I can see it a little bit easier. Let me grab my phone real quick. Oh, Leon, it's my pleasure. No, seriously, it's totally my pleasure. You should be able to join the free Discord, Leon. Look, you should be able to join right here. This is the free Discord. You should be able to join that easily. 127 members, guys, and we just started this last week. There's a reason why, and it's because there's no BS here. We talk things straight up, and there's no gimmicks, none of that nonsense. Like, look, you've been here in the stream. We've been here in the stream now going for 45 minutes, and you're not hearing any nonsense from me, right? We're talking about straight up levels, emotions, right? Trade ideas, none of that BS, man, because that's not what we're about. We're not about those gimmicks and the BSs and all that nonsense. There's no place for that here. Notice the most popular trading strategy on YouTube is buy the breakout. It is. Somebody asked me about buying the breakout in chat here, and I said nope. See, maybe there I go against the trend, right? Why would I say this? I don't trade that way, right? I don't trade that way, so I'm never going to be like, oh yeah, buying the breakout's the best thing. I don't believe it is. I'm not going to sit here and tell you it's not a feasible strategy that some people use to make money. I'm just going to tell you that I don't think it's the best strategy, especially for a new trader. Simple as that. Simple as that. Oh, there we go. We got some new members coming in there. I see you in the Discord, waving hi with a little robot for you. EVAX, I'll look at EVAX for you right now. Yo, Rob, welcome to the team, my man. You beat me to the high. Oh man, love that one. Cheers to you, bud. EVAC, let me go look it up for you right now. Whoa, that's a huge move. What happened here? Let's go see. There's got to be some news on this. That's not just going to be a move like that. Just because there's going to be some news on that. So let's see here. EVAC. Wow, I don't see any news on EVAC at all. Yeah, I don't see any news on EVAC at all, guys. I don't know why I'm having some lag issues going on here. Let me close out a couple programs, see if that helps out. Oh, Cobra Kai, my boy. Yeah, I know, Jonah. I don't know why. All right, guys, I don't know what's going on here, why the lag is so bad, but we're going to go ahead and end it. Great hanging out with you guys. I'll see you on the next live, all right? Or I'll see you on the live stream.